What up, nerds? Today I'm going to be talking about the man of the hour, Mr. Geeks and Gamers. Oh man, this guy is a living meme at this point. I'm surprised he still continues to be so negative about how much he hates Star Wars and he proceeds to watch it, which blows my mind. And I don't know whether to feel bad for him or to, just laugh. I think I may just laugh. Once again, Geeks and Gamers comes out and talks about how much he hates Disney Star Wars and the Obi Wan Kenobi show. So this is what he had to say, and oh boy, it's just hypocrisy.
Episode 6 of Kenobi, the season finale. We are here. We're going to talk spoilers. I'm just going to come out and say it. No, I didn't like the episode. The episode was crap, but it's exactly what we expected it.
If the show was so crappy, then why are you watching it? Nobody is putting a gun in your head and telling you, hey, watch it. And here you are again, like the boy that cried wolf, saying how terrible Disney Star Wars is or how terrible the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is and all that hot garbage that you spit out. It's just golden comedy there. And don't say we like if everyone hated this show. There's people that I know that enjoyed the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I, for one, included. So I don't know what the hell are you going on about it, that people didn't like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But hey, if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Just don't expect everyone to have the same opinion as you. You'll be disappointed because everyone has a different opinion.
To be, because that is what Disney Star Wars is. And we start out with Reva, the bestest ever. She's the best. No one can question that, and if you do, you are a racist, you are a sexist, and they will shame you on social media for it. So don't question how she got to Tatooine. Don't question it. She's taken 2 lightsaber shots. Vader left her for dead, and of course we knew exactly what was going to happen in that moment, and of course that's exactly what happened. She got up and magically she's now in Tatooine. How did that happen? I don't know, and you better not question it.
It wasn't really too hard to think how she got there. How do you think she got there? Spaceship, duh. And has it ever crossed your mind that maybe she's alive because maybe she has the ability to force heal? You never know. We don't know that much about Reva. Maybe she has the ability to force heal. Who knows? Use your imagination, man, if you even have one. Star Wars isn't always going to give you the details. Sometimes you're going to have to fill in the gaps yourself.
We also got the rematch of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader for the 12th time, it seems like now.
For a critic, you're quite slow. 12? You counted 12 times? Man, I don't know what that sticks were you smoking when you came up with that number. I'm gonna tell you how many times Obi-Wan and Vader have fought. It was 3 times, Jeremy. 3, not 12. 3. So don't over exaggerate like they fought all the time.
Because who cares about continuity? And in this particular fight, they ripped off themselves. That's right, Disney Star Wars has ruined so much that they are now ripping off themselves.
Yeah, they sort of did. But it doesn't change the fact that Disney didn't ruin Star Wars. I don't know what's your boner with hating Disney.
That's how far they've fallen. Because in Rebels, a show that I very much liked, even though it's not as good as the Clone Wars, I did like Rebels. In that show, you had a moment with Ahsoka and you had Vader, and they had a fight. And in that fight, Ahsoka with her lightsaber knocks off a part of Darth Vader's mask. It's a really great moment. It's a really iconic moment, and I love that moment. It's awesome. And you get to see Anakin's eye, and it's really cool. They literally did the same thing in this episode. They ripped off themselves. This is how bad Disney Star Wars is. I guess we're just going to get a Vader fight with a new apprentice every couple of series and every couple of movies because they can't create anything.
Okay, Jeremy, I want you to listen very carefully what I gotta say because right now you sound a little silly right here. So I'm about to counter your argument. For one, I can't agree with you It did, but it was more like a callback to Rebels, more like ripping it off. Sure, the lines were exchanged differently, but it was still a good moment. It was really intense. And so what? Many people liked it. And I bet you my money that for people who are just getting into Star Wars, who are watching the Obi Wan Kenobi series right now and are watching this for the first time, are probably going to look at this and be like, holy shit, this is probably the coolest fight I have seen and the coolest intense moment in Star Wars.
Because they're so focused on giving us garbage identity politics and forced diversity characters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geeks and Gamers in a nutshell. Always gotta blame the identity politics, as always. Man, if I had a dime for every time Jeremy said that on every video of his, I'd be a freaking millionaire by now.
Like Reva, so that they've put us to a point where they can't develop anything, so we're just gonna have to continue to tell you the same fucking story with Darth Vader over and over again. So let's just keep having Vader in movies and television shows or whatever, so we can have half of his face slashed off for his mask, so we can see Anakin Skywalker, and it can be a great moment. That's essentially what we're doing now. They're ripping off themselves. My God, how bad are the people at Lucasfilm right now? How bad is the creativity there?
It seems that our pal Geeks and Gamers has gotten tired of seeing Darth Vader on TV shows and movies, even though he is a beloved Star Wars character that everyone loves to see at all times. But the fact that you now go and lash on Lucasfilm and their creativity, you do realize people spend countless hours trying to make that show. The people behind the scenes to do all that took time and effort. Just so that you could come out here and babble about how much you hate it.
My goodness, it's unbelievable. But who cares about Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Well, I do. I care about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, and just like everyone else in the Star Wars community, if you don't care about Darth Vader or Obi-Wan Kenobi, then sorry for you.
Because we have to get back to Reva, because Reva is the focus. Reva is the central figure.
Dude, this guy's hilarious. Do you know the name of the show? It's called Obi-Wan Kenobi. Reva was not the main character of this show. It was mainly Obi-Wan Kenobi. The main focus was on Obi-Wan, not Reva. And then comes the side characters, Darth Vader, Reva, etc. See?
Of course, until we want to focus on Leia, because the Force is in fact female. So anyway, we go back to Reva, and Reva is, of course, with her paper cut, because that's essentially what it seems like. She just has a paper cut now. And so she's continuing to track down Luke. And of course, she does track down Luke. And of course, she has the moment to end Luke Skywalker. And she, in this wonderful moment, she finally sees the light. Just like Iden, a character that was in Battlefront 2, who was a woman of color who was in the Empire. But of course, she had a change of heart somewhere along the way, because she couldn't be bad forever. And that's exactly what we saw with Reva. Reva was never going to be bad for the entire time. There was going to be a justifiable reason why she was with the Empire. There was going to be a justifiable reason for why she was doing the things she did. But when it was all said and done, we were going to be left with a lasting memory of Reva, showing that she has good in her. And that's exactly what we saw. So now, because of Reva's good-heartedness, or her good-hearted nature, and her wonderful spirit, she's the reason that Luke Skywalker still lives.
Hey, I don't know why he sounds like a wussy, but this is exactly what they had planned for her. A redemption arc. Just think about all the trauma that she's been through. You really think she's actually gonna stick with Vader the whole time, not thinking about that day? That woman is scarred for life. But hey, at least she snapped immediately and realized what was the right thing to do. So I don't know why the hell is your problem with Reva's character. I mean, many people may not agree with me on this part, what I'm about to say, but her character arc reminds me more of Starkiller's story arc as well, where Darth Vader kills Starkiller's dad, so that he takes him as his apprentice for many, many years, just so he could end up betraying him and lying to him and manipulating him, which is what Sith do. If he doesn't like it and he just wants to be a wanker about it, then, well, that's too bad.
She had the power to destroy Luke Skywalker. Can anyone tell me what the point of Reva was in this series? Like, honestly, eliminate the forced diversity, eliminate the identity politics, and tell me what Reva's character did in this series to benefit anything within Star Wars. I can go ahead and give you the answer. There is no reason. Reva's character was completely 100% irrelevant. There's no reason for her to exist in any capacity whatsoever other than to push identity politics.
Oh, whoa, walk before you run, baby. Take it easy. I'm about to speak some facts. First things first, it is not about identity politics. What the hell is with you and politics? Got it all wrong already. For starters, we're going to see a Sith Inquisitor going from the dark side, slowly turning to the light side. Well, not in the way we thought it would, but it happened. Not only that, we also got to see from her perspective how Order 66 went. We got to see her master, we got to see the temple, we got to see her and the other Sith Inquisitors. We saw her relentless power, how she is unhinged and out of control, just like Vader too. Which makes her a very interesting character for many people to invest because Reva is unhinged and a Sith Inquisitor. And to get to your point about what was her point in the series, it wasn't just to, for example, her take the credit for saving Luke Skywalker. No. Number one is always going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Say what you want about continuity, whatever, but everybody knows it's Obi-Wan Kenobi number one. When you say shit like that, it makes you sound stupid. Like, seriously, you actually believe the crap that comes out of your mouth?
But yet, the actress that played Reva got to go on the entire marketing tour with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, even though her character literally has no reason to exist other than identity politics.
Man, I need to do that. Every time Jeremy says identity politics, I think I'm gonna grab a shot of tequila and I'm gonna drink it. Because, man, this guy's just insane. The fact that he bashes on about identity politics, Republicans, Democrats, even though Star Wars has always been surrounded by politics, and honestly it doesn't even surprise me. So if it surprises you, Jeremy, then oh man, then you need to take a chill pill and relax.
That's why people are so tired of this. That's why people are so fed up with this. It has nothing to do with the color of her skin. It has nothing to do with anything other than these companies, and in particular Lucasfilm, feel like they have to push identity politics, and they are willing to sacrifice the story in order to get there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Geeko. Not everything that they made for Star Wars is meant for everyone, You know, you could just simply, do yourself a favor and just, stop watching Disney Star Wars if you hate it so much, and actually start loving Star Wars the way you did. If you like the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, go ahead and do that, but why you gotta be such a square? It's so damn negative. Because what? Your expectations didn't meet? Even if they listen to you, Jeremy, no one's gonna be happy, and some Star Wars fans just have high expectations. And if you're just not liking what you see, then you could just simply look away, stop talking about it, let us enjoy Star Wars. You could enjoy Star Wars your way, but just don't come out here and say like it's the worst thing ever.
And another character that should not have been centrally focused in this series was Leia. There was no reason for Leia to be focused in on this series. If you take Leia and if you take Reva out of this series, and if you add people that actually know what they're doing and care about Star Wars and care about continuity and care about lore and can actually create some new stories, then hey, that's great. There you go. But that's not what we have here.
Okay, Jeremy, I gotta stop you right here because damn, your argument is so invalid right here. And let me tell you something, the fact that they chose Leia to be the highlight of the show, just like Obi Wan Kenobi, I think it was a good idea. People wanted Luke Skywalker to be the main focus, but honestly, I'm glad they did. I was starting to get a little tired of seeing Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. We had him just recently in the sequel trilogy. You know, let's give some love to Leia too. Don't get me wrong, I love Luke and Leia. They're my two all-time favorite characters, but let's give some love to Leia. Let's get to know her a little better. We all know about Luke Skywalker. He lives in Tatooine. We have seen Tatooine a million times. Take us somewhere else. I want to see Alderaan. I want to see Leia interact with all these politicians. I want to see her with Bail Organa. That's what I want to see. That's what everyone wants to see. I want to see Obi-Wan and Leia interact. I want to see Leia in action. I don't care if she's an adult. I don't care if she's a teen, a kid, whatever. I just want to see Leia. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine too. And as for Reva, Reva was a really interesting character too as well that everyone wanted to see as well. Could she have been written better? You damn right. But it doesn't ruin the story.
There was no reason for the focus to be on Leia, who's the smartest 10-year-old in the history of the world.
And you want to know something? Kids can actually be that smart at that age. As a matter of fact, Michael Jackson's kids, when they were 3, they were already talking and socializing. It makes you think kids are just dumb and stupid. Kids can be smart. Think about it. Leia is surrounded by royalty, by politicians all the time. You would think that Leia wouldn't be smart, right? She has a high education. She's rich. Of course. Duh. It just boggles my mind that people are surprised that, damn, why is Leia so annoying, smart? Well, duh. Kids, well, not all are gonna be smart, but some can be annoying too.
And now, that entire line in A New Hope feels completely stupid, completely dumb. There's moments in Revenge of the Sith that are going to feel completely dumb and completely irrelevant as well, because that's what this series has done. The writing was so bad, and the moments were so cringe in this episode. But it
Man, I don't know if he notices this, but dude, he's being cringe and annoying. I feel like he writes all the crap that he says, like for real. Like, how many times does he have to repeat himself that he hates it? That the writing is bad, the story is gonna affect the other Star Wars stories, which it doesn't in reality. Like, it takes a little common sense to know that it's not gonna ruin the continuity of Star Wars. At this point, you're kinda exaggerating a bit.
all comes down to it was focused on Leia and Reva. Yeah, you had the Vader fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi, which, again, if you want to look at the fight in isolation, I can see why you might think that there was a little bit of coolness here or coolness there, but it completely just makes again, this is why I had a problem with Rogue One, where the fighting of Vader, it hurts what we saw in A New Hope with the fight. Now, obviously, time, and technology and everything like that. But these are things you have to be aware of when you're going back and telling a story within that time. And it's just crazy. And yeah, I couldn't even have an emotional attachment to what happened with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader / Anakin, because I've already seen it. I've seen it in Rebels. Why the fuck would I care that you're literally telling me the same exact story that you told me in Rebels now? All because you're just trying to do everything you can to go back to this well, because you don't have any creativity whatsoever. It's bad. It's very, very bad.
Yeah, it's very, very, very bad that you come here online and proceed to talk about the same thing over again that we heard a million times, how it's bad. Identity politics. Oh man, I think I'm gonna take a nap with this guy talking. I feel like I just lost some brain cells. I'm real sorry that you guys had to listen to this guy. Oh man, if you guys lost brain cells, I'm so sorry. I should put like a big warning in front of the video saying warning. The fact that he hasn't talked about nothing positive about the show just proves my point that This guy just panders on and on and on and on about how much he hates the series. Where's that positive video? Hold up, if he's positive, it makes the video, then he'll start losing viewers and the money goes away. Oh shit, I think I just exposed the fandom. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Oops, I didn't mean to spill out the secret. Okay, continue.
And then you had the moment in the end with Qui-Gon Jinn showing up as a Force ghost, which, I mean, again, in isolation, that's cool.
Holy shit, finally he says something positive. Oh damn, I think it's gonna rain.
It's cool in isolation. But when you're looking at the entire package that was presented within this series and overall with Disney Star Wars, it just doesn't have the impact that I wished it would have with me. And I think it's not going to have the impact with many others, although I think it will have a lot of impact with, a large segment of the fans, because again, it is Qui-Gon Jinn, it is Liam Neeson returning to that role. But all of this just felt very slow, very dumb, very clumsily written. And the Reva element just completely just makes this entire series so dumb. And in this episode in particular, what was the point? What was the point of Reva going through all of this?
Redemption, dumbass. Redemption.
She literally had the power to kill him right then and there, and she chose not to do it. So now we have to thank Reva for everything post that moment. Reva gave us Luke Skywalker. That's essentially how this entire thing's going to be built. But
oh my goodness, how many times is it gonna get the thick skull that it's not gonna be mainly her? They're not gonna change the original trilogy. It's a build-up, you Nimrod. Obi Wan is still gonna be the number one to protect Luke. Reva on the side as well.
yeah, overall, this was a horrible episode. Maybe the worst I've seen, but mainly because, like I said, Reva should have been dead the last episode, and she wasn't, but she's moving around like she's got a fucking paper cut.
I don't think it matters. You're still gonna complain anyways. Star Wars fans always do, so whatever.
So, Kenobi episode 6 was really bad.
That you actually took the time to go and watch the episode, even though you just said earlier that you were done with Disney Star Wars and their BS, you proceed to torture yourself to think that Disney is gonna give you what you want because you got the standard high. But like I said, for most, expectations are already met for some people, but for you, oh, they're like from here to Coruscant. And I don't know how this guy manages to go on every day talk about the same thing over and over, that he can't even enjoy Star Wars anymore, which is pretty funny because damn, this guy's just a living meme at this point, and made me happy that I left when I did, because man, these guys are so fucking confused. They got no idea what they're missing out on. It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan with all this content coming out, man, and these guys aren't appreciating it, but that is perfectly fine, because everyone's entitled to their opinion. And you know what, tomorrow he's probably going to come out with another video saying how the Force is female, more identity politics in Star Wars, diversity, agendas, and it just shows once more why the Star Wars fandom is broken, and it's because of people like him. So yeah, I've been holding that grudge for like 5 years already, so it's going to be difficult for them to move on. So yeah, but here I am enjoying making fun of them, so haha, hee hee, hoo hoo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. My brain hurts. I think I lost a couple brain cells by just having to listen to this guy again. Oh man, he's really irritating. And I just gotta say thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. What do you guys think of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show? I think the show is a 9 out of 10. Could have been some improvements here and there, but still, I really enjoyed the show from the beginning to the end. Let me know in the comment section down below. Well, you all take care now. This was me reacting to Geeks and Gamers. Who else do you guys want me to react to? If this video does go popular, let me know who do you guys want me to do next. Let me know in the comment section down below so I could talk about them and their views. about why they have a hate boner over Disney Star Wars. I'd like to hear that. Peace out, my friends, and may the farts be with you.